just not do it. And so you did.
Hey everybody, Kent Marts here on Amazon Live. Thanks for joining us here on Thursday for On the Wing. We're going to be talking about birding essentials today. So what's some stuff we're going to talk about? First off, let's talk about a new item I've been talking about for a while. This is, we've had them, but I finally realized that these are a fantastic pair of binoculars for birding with your kids, because you know, taking your kids out birding with you will get them interested in what you're doing. You can hang out with them and get them away from thumb time on their games. So this is a pair of Bresser 6x21 specialized binocular for kids. Well, specialized, yes, it says it right there, but these aren't toy binoculars. These are the real deal. These are metal body, glass elements inside, has a diopter, just like a real pair of binoculars does, interpupillary distance adjustment, and a nice generous focusing wheel. This is a fantastic pair of binoculars right here. I've used them for astronomy. I have not taken a pair out for birding. I'm going to be going on a little adventure here in a couple of weeks, and I plan to take weekends. I plan to take a pair of these with me to test them out on birds, but I can guarantee you these are going to be great for birding. Your kids can learn to enjoy binocular viewing with these Bresser 6x21 specialized binoculars that come in yellow-red combination, metal body, nice, firm, really robust binoculars. Pass the twist test that Scott Roberts talks about. I'm twisting hard. Those aren't flexing. I'm telling you, these are real deal, great binoculars right here. And you can't go wrong with buying them. I advocate this. Buy your kid a pair, buy some for yourself. You want to be a hero gift giver, buy a pair for them and buy a pair for yourself and say, hey, let's go out and use them together. You know what's going to make your child or grandchild or neighbor kid, whoever you buy a pair for, feel like when you go out with the same pair of binoculars they go out with, it's going to make them feel grand, right? And they're going to be excited to go out with you. They're going to get the enjoyment of using the same binoculars that you've been using or are using. You can't beat that when it comes to using gear when you're using the same gear your small person is using as well. I've said this before. My father realized when he was taking my brother and I fishing, my father realized that with having us having adult gear made us enjoy fishing better, made us catch more fish and catch them easier. He went out and bought us real sized gear even when we were 7, 8, 9 years old. So we were using big boy gear when we were little kids. We enjoyed the hobby better, and we still both fish to this day. These are the Bresser 6x21 specialized kids binocular. Buy these. They're over in the carousel, or they will be momentarily, where you can pick them up today here on Amazon Live. So moving along, one of our best-selling binoculars on Amazon is the National Geographic brand 8x42 binocular. We didn't talk about what those numbers mean with the 6x21. The first number, in this case the 8, tells us that the eyepieces have 8 power of magnification, and that the objective end, where the light comes in, is 42 millimeters across. What that means is that tells us how big or around the tube is, which describes how much light comes into the binocular, right? These are the National Geographic 8 by 42 binoculars. We sell a ton of these on Amazon. As you can see, they passed the twist test with flying colors. This pair has a twist up eye cups to help you with if you wear glasses. A lot of times I take my glasses off when I use binoculars, just a habit I have never overcome. And real simple to focus over on Noah's screen, Noah Bernard, Marketplace Bernard, I've nicknamed him because Mizard. Get a hold of the diopter here, and I'm going to focus on his screen, and there we go. I have two eyes in focus. Voila, with eyes in focus, both eyes in focus, you can see much more. You don't get headaches, things like that. All good pair of binoculars have the ability to focus with a diopter as well. Now, I'm going to show you another item here that should be over in the carousel. This is the Alpen tripod adapter. It attaches onto a standard 1/4 to 20 tripod with that screw right there. All United States tripods have that. And how do you attach a pair of binocular to it? Right here. I'll turn it this way so you can see it maybe. That little end piece is not just a piece that looks pretty. That comes off to reveal a hole with threading on it, and standardized threading. These all tripod adapters will work in this hole, and it screws in just like that. I'm not going to make it real tight because I'm just going to take it off, but it has a little bevel on it so you can tighten it up, and voila, you can now set these on a tripod, mini tripod, a monopod, and you can now use these much more steady. Steady is the key to using a good pair of binoculars. The steadier they are, mounted on a tripod or a monopod, or even if you use a technique of holding your elbows in, eyes back, push them up against your forehead, anything to make these stabilize will make you see more detail, right? The more detail you see, the more you're going to enjoy using the binoculars. So these are the National Geographic, started to say Alpen, National Geographic 8 by 42 binoculars. Once again, our best-selling binocular on Amazon. Yeah. And have a near 5-star rating, if I remember correctly. Last time I looked at the very highly rated. So lots and lots of feedback from the customers who have bought them. The National Geographic 8 by 42 binoculars right there. Okay, moving on down the line, we're going to look at a pair of Shasta Ridge binoculars. Shasta Ridge is in the Alpen line, and it's a mid-range price binocular. These are 10 by 42, so remember we talked about that a few minutes ago. Ooh, got a hair in my mustache, tickling my nose. These are 10 by 42s, meaning 10 power 42. So you're going to have a little bit more magnification, a fifth more magnification. But these binoculars, these are waterproof. They're fully multi-coated, meaning every layer, every surface of glass in here has coatings on it that allow crisp, better light, manages the light better, makes things sharper and clearer. Every layer of light every face of glass where light goes through is coated. They're fully multi-coated inside and out. They have fantastic prism in them that makes the image through here correct and erect, and those prisms help make the difference in the binocular. Once again, you can focus one eye and the other eye because they've got a great diopter system. The end caps plug into little holes right there so that these end caps stay with the binocular. And these Shasta Ridge binoculars come with a fantastic neck strap. Go back to the days of the binoculars my dad had. He would give us pairs and we'd go out on Sunday drives back when Sunday drives were a thing. And he and Mom would always go out looking for birds. It was one of the things we did on our Sunday drives. And we would have binoculars just like he did. But they had that little narrow, thick vinyl neck strap that would dig into your neck. Never liked it. This Alpen neck strap is made out of neoprene and some no-skid surface. As you can see, it's very wide, very stretchy, very comfortable on your neck or shoulder. Comes with all the higher-end Alpen binoculars. The binoculars also come with a nice cleaning case, a nice carrying case, and some cleaning tools. These are the Alpen 10 by 42 binoculars, Shasta Ridge line. Additionally, these end caps that cover up the eyepieces will easily attach to your shoulder strap, so they're always handy. All you got to do is put them on. You're not going to lose them. A fantastic pair of binoculars. I can't talk enough about how good this pair of binocular is for the price, especially. You can find them over there in the carousel right now to pick them up as we speak. So go make your purchase of Shasta Ridge 10 by 42s. Now, moving along to the Apex. No, these aren't Apex. These are Teton. There's a level up from the Shasta Ridge. There's a pair higher called the Teton, or the Apex binoculars. These are the Tetons. They have an Abbe prism, A-B-B-E prism in them, which, huh? Koenig? No, it's an Abbe, A-B-B-E prism. Here we go. Right here, these are 10 by 42s. Excuse me, this is the 8 by 42 pair. 8 power eyepieces, 42 millimeter objective lenses. This is a beautiful pair of binoculars right here. And if you're looking for an investment in binoculars, this is it right here. Compare these to other price points of similar binoculars and other brands, and this is a fantastic value. Passes the twist test with flying colors. Paul, you going to roll some B-roll on these? I know you got some out there.
I wasn't.
Okay, then don't. We'll just go on down the road. No big deal. So these are, I can tell you, Paul was out shooting some video last year up in Iowa with one of our, Rick White, our pro staff director, and it was almost dark, and Paul picked a pair up and was just messing with them, looked out into the darkness and was astounded at how much he could see, even though it was nearly dark. The enhanced coatings, the fully multi-coated optics, the Abbe prism create a fantastically bright binocular view in the eyepieces. I can tell you, when these new ones came in, we had the previous version sitting there on a desk, and I compared them, held them up, looked across the office into customer service, and with the old ones, oh, those are really nice. And then looked through these, and I was blown away by the difference between those binoculars. This is a great investment in your binoculars. Oh, I don't have any chat up here for some reason, so I don't know if anybody's chatting to us or not.
I'm watching.
Oh, okay, 10-4. All right, so anyway, in fact, I don't even have the show up. Annie's still running from yesterday. Oh, how about that? So, anyway, these are the Alpen Teton 8 by 42 binocular. Fantastic investment. Fantastic pair of binoculars. Apparently fantastic is the word of the day for these binoculars, so I'll also continue to use it. Comes with a nice standard, keeper, a lens cleaning cloth as well in here. Has a shoulder strap. I'm just not going to put it on because it would just get in the way of trying to pack everything up and put it back on the shelf. So I just don't put the shoulder strap on here, but it comes with a nice shoulder strap as well. Alpen 10 by 42 Teton binoculars. And the last thing we're going to talk about today is the Apex. Remember I said Apex was the top? This is the Apex spotting scope from Alpen. It's a 20 power to 60 power zoom. The zoom is right here at the base of the eyepiece. 20 power to 60 power zoom. That will really get you close to your subject. Has a coarse focus knob and a fine focus knob. Now I've got it mounted on this mini tripod. The mini tripod does not come with it, but it will mount on any mini tripod or monopod that has a 1/4 to 20 mounting screw. So it's a 20-60, 20-6, 20-60 by 80 millimeter, meaning it has an 80 millimeter objective lens, sucking in a massive amount of light into the eyepiece and then dumping all that light into your eyepiece right here for your viewing enjoyment. Now, this is used a lot by birders. If you're out looking at a bird and want to set it up, if you have a mini tripod, you can set it up on a hood of a vehicle, a tailgate. You can collapse the mini tripods up like this and use it as a monopod like this, so you're getting a nice steady view and not having to try and hold it up and use it. That's one way of using it. Additionally, standard tripod. We also, I believe over in the carousel, have had a window mount, so you can actually mount a little piece that goes down over your car window. So if you're driving along and want to set it on your car window and take a look at something out there, you can do that. So you can pull it out, sit it on a car window, get it in focus, and enjoy whatever it is your target is you're looking at. So it also comes with this nylon case to help protect it, slightly nice padding in it. This device is waterproof, so it's purged, it's not going to get wet, but you always want to protect your investment, correct? Well, this sleeve helps you do that. Notice that the end is unzipped. Yes, you can put this in here and use it still in the sleeve, because you can put it on a tripod. See, there's a hole right here with a zipper. Now I can't put my fingers through it. Now I can. So you could put this on a tripod and use it and still have the case on it, so it's easy to zip back up and store when you need to put it away. Or if it's raining, you want to keep it from getting wet, that would help as well. It is waterproof. It's either argon or nitrogen purged. I mean to look up what it is and never do, but it's purged, so there's no internal moisture. With that internal moisture gone, there's not a chance of it fogging up if the temperature gets right and the temperature inside gets that it would pulling moisture out of the air and stick to the glass. Well, it won't do that because it's waterproof, right? And fog proof, internally fog proof. Generous slow motion controls, fast motion controls, easy to use. And if you unscrew this little screw right here, look what happens to the monocular, the spotting scope. I guess it's a monocular, right? And so you can turn it to whatever is a comfortable angle for you to look through right here versus maybe having to get up. It comes with a 45-degree diagonal in it versus a straight through or a 90 like a telescope has. Well thought out, very generous. I like the 45-degree on a spotting scope because it makes it easier to look down through as opposed to having to look straight through it and it goes in and down and comes out. So anyway, also over in the carousel today, you should be able to see we have the National Geographic Field Guide to Birds of North America. You can pick up that field guide. It is an essential for birding, because if you go out and just look, you're looking at birds. But if you go out with a field guide and look up what those birds are, now you're starting to learn what those birds are, where they live, things like that. That's the field guide to North American birds from National Geographic. And with that, I've got a lot to do today, so I'm going to wrap up the show. We're going to knock off early. I appreciate your time. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow at 2 o'clock with more right here on Amazon Live. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.